We are at the Urban One Summit, and I'm here with the mayor of Atlanta, Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good.
I'm sorry, you were out, you were doing a showcase, you were talking about all the things you were doing, and then you said, I got this record, I don't want to play it, and then I had to heckle you from the back to make you play it, because I don't know why you have to ask for permission. You the GOAT.
I mean, well, it's not mixed. So
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Against my rituals of playing music, but it was not mixed. But I mean, it's so good that people want to hear it.
Tell them the record that we just played.
It's a record by me and CeeLo, and it's called Atlanta. It's just basically what it is. And basically, I didn't say this up there, but the theme of this album is that it started off being a Magic City soundtrack. Yeah. And then when I was making videos, I saw people start to say, man, it feel like you putting this old vibe back into Atlanta, you putting the feeling back. So then I started thinking about, like, conceptually, let's change the misconstrued mindset that people have about Magic City and just being dancers and me, being disrespectful to women and this, that, and the third, or whatever people think.
Right.
And I turned it into Magic City is Atlanta. Atlanta itself is a magical city. It is that. I'm not taking away from Birmingham. I know that y'all are Magic City, but this is in my theme. This is my story, right? So in my story, Atlanta became Magic City, and the queen of Magic City, her name is Atlanta. And we don't say Atlanta, we take the T out and we call it Atlanta. So I made the queen name Atlanta, and basically the story is somebody has kidnapped Atlanta. Okay. And
this is fictional.
This is fictional. Okay, all right. And I'm putting together my force or my team or whoever you want to call it to go, or I'm sending out the back signal to those that can go find her, and let's bring her back and restore that feeling to the city. Okay.
Now, I've heard some stock answers from you, and I applaud your PR team, because you're giving me Bloods and Crips and all this other stuff. So I'm going to ask you honestly, in the history, your top 5 adult entertainment establishments in Atlanta, live or dead? Think about it.
I got it.
Top 5.
Off top for me.
For you.
For me, because once I was old enough to go to the strip club, Magic had burnt down. Okay. So the Gentleman's Club is number 1.
Which is now like a garden.
I don't even know what it is. I seen a fire station right here, nothing right there.
Nobody would ever believe that it used to be a club with the upstairs and downstairs. Okay, that's 5.
So no, Gentleman's Club is 1.
No, that's 1. You're going down.
Yeah, I'm going back. I'm going backwards. I got to go backwards because I can start with the Gentleman's Club. Yeah. And then Magic City's number 2. Okay. And then the Gold Room is 3 for me. Okay. And then Nicky's. Yeah. Then Nicky's, because they used to have this thing called Go Knock a Bitch Out. Right. And we used to, I can say that? Yeah. Okay. We used to go watch Knock a Bitch Out. Right. Me and T-Wise from TLC, this was her favorite thing. And it was crazy because it was like the first time, I was young, right? Yeah. And this is when I started realizing that strip clubs weren't just for men. Right. The girls wanted to go see Knock a Bitch Out. This was the thing that we used to go to, and it was packed. I'm talking about so packed, and niggas used to be up against the ropes, and the motherfuckers start coming to the ropes. This shit was wild, right? So just being in there, and then I gotta say Blue Flame, and I only say Blue Flame. Blue Flame would have moved up, but they ain't had Knock a Bitch Out. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Yeah. Knock a Bitch Out, because I had to say that's a time in Atlanta we won't probably ever see again. Yeah. And for anybody watching this, Nicky's is where Tupac was shooting the 2 cops,
the undercover cops,
and it was on the street called Stewart Avenue, which is now called
Atlanta Metropolitan, or they changed all the names.
I don't even know what it is, but yeah, that's it. So that's my top 5.
Yeah. So when you think about, and I heard you talk about up there, that you kind of feel like you may be responsible. Why is there an old Atlanta versus a new Atlanta? And how do you bridge that gap? Or is this album going to be something because you're choosing artists that are now versus artists who have established together on the same project? Is that going to help that? Or is that, oh man, they ain't like the old Atlanta. You don't remember when it was like the old Atlanta and we had like How do you play that against each other to make it be more just one Atlanta?
I actually don't. I think I got in the studio with these younger guys, and they started doing things that resemble what I think people think is old Atlanta. So say, for instance, I got a song with Hollywood YC, Schoolie, and Young Scrappy, right? That's not even supposed to be happening.
Okay.
But YC started doing this hook that sounded very much like Pastor Troy, very much like Lil Jon. And I'm like, you crunk right now? Like,
right.
Are you crunk?
Right.
And he was like, that's what I hear. And I'm like, okay. So I ain't even like question it. I ain't even go too far into it. Because I just, in my mind, I'm like, y'all actually be doing what has already been done.
Right.
You just do it in a different type of way. You know, however y'all camouflage, y'all doing it a different type of way. And I'm just trying to like show people that that's what I learned. Like even with the females, Barnaby, Bankroll Naya, all of these girls, the Win Whammy girl, I want to say Win Whammy girl, I want to say Pluto, I'm sorry, Pluto. Big Pluto, they all rapping over beats that was like Zaytoven, Crime Mob.
Right.
Like these are the samples that they using. Where like my generation, we sampled the 70s R&B music.
Right.
They sampling 90s, or matter of fact, no, not 90s. They sampling 2000 Atlanta hip hop.
Okay.
Right. So if that's the underbelly, then it's no reason why, you know, Pluto shouldn't have a song produced by Lil Jon. There's no reason why. You just gotta look at it for what it is, and I don't think people are paying attention to it from that perspective.
Do you think that you will ever go back, and I've heard you comment on this, but you can always say never, do another teen group, teen sensation?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's needed.
Yeah.
It's 100% needed.
Because I always tell people, not to cut you off, I always tell people, if Bow Wow had social media, I don't think people would have understood how crazy it was. I remember one time we did an appearance, and this is true. Bow Wow climbed on top of a mall.
Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah.
And the people were so crazy, and there was no social media for what Kross was able to do.
Yeah.
Today, in this era, how crazy do you think they would have been as far as fandomonium?
Oh no, the phones would have been broke. The police would have came. All kind of thing, like everything. ATL Scoop would have been out there. They would have seen this. And
Hood Anchor, yay.
And the free promotion that the phones would have gave the artists would have made them bigger than what they actually are.
Right.
So I'm definitely.
Are you looking for talent?
Yeah, I'm definitely 100% out to try to find that what you're talking about in this era. And it's not hard. It's just creating it. You know, it took a lot of babysitting and coaching and just practice with Kross and Bow Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because you look at old videos of Kross. I remember seeing one that came up the other day on my feed, them at the Apollo. And the way that they moved and played off each other. How important is it today to still have A&R? And people who know from when it starts to bubble up. So when they walk out on that stage, they have that confidence, because they were one of the most confident groups I've ever seen at that age, and now today, period.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most important. But I think even A&Rs are not paid to actually do what can get you to what Kross was. What I was doing with Kross was people don't even understand. You take artists to concerts so they can see other artists perform, so they can understand what it is that they should be doing and they shouldn't be doing. That's a lost sport, period, right? Because they don't even know who the person is that's supposed to do that. That's not an A&R person. That's just somebody that's I guess if you're a manager or whatever it is, you're supposed to, I don't say you're supposed to, but that's how you get to that, what you're talking about. Because you can't, one thing I know is now, I know we was in the club last night with JB, and JB was in there singing LTD song, right? Yeah. And the girl that was standing beside me, she was looking around. She was like, "Who sings this song?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Now, if you're in the club, 50% of the people don't even know what the hell going on in the club, and that's because they haven't really had nobody show them, right? And I said this that's what I was saying out there in Atlanta. We haven't had but one media thing that's actually showed us our culture, right? Like, it's still people around the world that don't understand why they see me and Usher on skate videos. They probably don't. They like, why them old ass niggas keep going skate? What's going on, right? But they don't understand. This is the culture of Atlanta,
right?
And
so there is no age limit or statute of limitations for people going to the strip club.
Nah, I don't. I mean, well, not.
Because some people like, man, why JD old ass still talking about, man?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What's
What's interesting about that is, like, if it is, what is it? Like, because 21, you can't get in there until you're 21.
Right.
Right. So if you 21 till what? 40? So you only supposed to have 20 years. I mean, I don't know how old you're supposed to be to go to the strip club. Because when people say that,
they got to start carding you saying you too old.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I actually, matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna see if Magic still got this up. I ain't gonna take too long of your time.
Now you the GOAT, man.
This was actually funny to me. The guy said, I saw this and I was gonna post it, but then he went into something else at the end, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
What was he saying?
I ain't gonna say it.
Well, what was he saying before you stopped saying you was gonna post it?
Hold on, wait, bro.
You gonna pull it up?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I got you. Oh, they turned my phone off. Okay. Wait. Okay. So he say,
The hobby, the older you get, the more you enjoy.
Strippers, man. You finally got the money. You finally got the money. You got the old man strength. You got the gray beard. Like, you walk in there, you're like, yo, they're like, hey, it's my regular on a Tuesday.
Strippers don't hit the same at 21.
Nah, they don't, man. They know you ain't got no money. They're not gonna give you the real deal, man.
Okay, so listen. He said strippers don't hit the same at 21.
Right.
Because the strippers know you ain't got no money.
Right.
But when you come in there a little older, they know you know the strategy. Right. They know you know how it's supposed to work. They know you got real strip club etiquette.
Right.
They are waiting for the older man to come into the club.
Because you ain't gonna be doing too much.
Yeah, you
ain't touching them. You ain't doing. You ain't going crazy.
You gotta go home.
And you gotta go home.
You gotta go home.
Okay.
Majority of these guys, they are married and they gotta go home. So these are the guys that the strippers are actually waiting for. They don't want to see JD.
So tell them when it's gonna drop.
August 15th. On Starz, this documentary. And I want to say this about the documentary. I mean, all jokes aside, I learned a lot from this documentary that I didn't even know about, even because I go to strip club all the time, but you don't ever pay attention to it. You don't ever pay attention to how the lineup of girls getting on the stage, how that works. You don't pay attention to if they don't pay their bar fee, or they don't pay their... It's a city tax with stripping that they have to go down to the.
You gotta get a permit.
They gotta go get a permit from downtown Atlanta to actually dance. This ain't like I feel like getting naked.
I look good. Let me go ahead and start.
Yeah, this is a real operation, right? Yeah. And then they gotta come to the club and show that permit to Magic, and then Magic has to go through a process to show the city that he has all of these dancers that really have their permits. When you go downstairs in this documentary,
is the weight room still down there?
Huh?
The weight room.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
See, when you go downstairs in the documentary, you learn so much. So much stuff that I never even really realized that it was this much operation going on for the fun that we was having upstairs.
Yeah, there you go. So JD, officially, again, there is no limitation on when you can go into the club. If they start carding you and they say you too old, then just go to another club.
Yeah, please go to another club. But they say you're gonna have more fun when you get older. Just believe that.
It's the Urban One Summit. It's Ryan Cameron here with the mayor. Is JD.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.